automatically.
Automatically.
Got a lot of confidence in yourself.
Yep. Oh no.
What?
Okay, now we're good.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Our second episode and we've already fucked up.
No, we didn't fuck up anything. This is how it's gonna go.
We're live now.
We are live.
And
This is a live broadcast. The Thearly Clinking podcast. But anyway,
Are we supposed to do like an intro?
that was my version of an intro.
That was your version of an
Yeah.
intro?
Yeah, I mean, really, we can just jump into it. What's going on, TJ? But yeah, welcome to the Thearly Clinking podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm
Brosidon, Lord of the Broshin, or just Rob.
Were you pouring that joke out of your ass like?
It was completely out of my ass.
It wasn't a reference to anything.
And to my side, there is a beautiful,
Handsome, glorious man.
glorious.
With a new haircut.
His name is TJ. He's my partner in crime.
I'm glad you said partner of crime because it would have been really, really awkward if you.
Or he's just, he's my partner. We'll leave it at that. But no, we've got a show for you. We're gonna try and talk about things for an hour or so. I don't know, however long it takes us to go through all our material. But that's what we're gonna do.
No, how was you? What did you do all week?
What did I do all week?
Because the only time I ever saw you was I saw you on Monday when we tried to do the Let's Play with Mortal Kombat. You just kept kicking my ass, and then I did I did like 10 minutes of Rust.
Yeah.
And I drowned myself within 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, this week's been really lax as far as gaming's gone. I mean, other than like that Mortal Kombat stream we did last week.
So you playing Mass Effect the other day.
And then I played a little bit of Mass Effect.
You weren't streaming it. What happened with that? Like I was gonna get on it, but
I didn't really move the story at all. I like jumped in and then realized I wanted to do something else and went and did something else. Around. Yeah, I didn't really. So I'll stream it. I'll probably continue streaming that.
I saw you on Hearthstone a lot.
Yeah. So a lot of what I was doing is I played a lot of Hearthstone the past week. I've been just trying to get past rank 9. I can't do it.
I can't even get past rank 17, so I don't want to hear it.
That's new for me, which is cool. Like I feel like I'm advancing somewhat in my Hearthstone game, so stepping that up. And then I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm lately too. I really like that game.
You're still trying to play as that fire guy that you were having troubles with the other day.
Kael'thas. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with him. I like him, but he dies really quickly. And I typically cling to more tankier characters, but I do want to play him a little more. I've been playing more of Tassadar from StarCraft.
Tassadar? Which one's Tassadar?
Tassadar is the Templar.
He
dies in StarCraft 1.
Isn't he the one that sacrifices him?
Yeah.
He's the one that flies himself to the hive mind?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Tassadar.
Doesn't he come back?
I think so. It's been a while since I played StarCraft. As an Archon
priest or something like that?
No, that's Phoenix. Like I know Phoenix comes back.
He comes back as a Dragoon though.
As a Dragoon, yeah.
And then Kerrigan just completely slaughters the hell out of him at the end of the.
I know. War. It's so brutal.
And then, the funny thing about that game though is, she lets Minx go.
Yeah.
Just to be like, I can do whatever I want. And then Minx just comes back in the second game and just bitch slaps her. It's like,
yep.
Stupid woman, what do you think you're doing?
Who do you think you are?
And then she's like, and then she comes back and he's like, he breaks into the palace, like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And Minx is like, no, you're not.
Just blows it up.
And the only reason why he dies is because of Raynor.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Good old Jimmy.
Sorry,
Jimmy Raynor. But yeah, just Here's the Storm, and Hearthstone. I've got a major addiction to some Blizzard games lately, which tends to be the case a lot, actually. I mean, first one started being Warcraft 3, and then World of Warcraft.
How long did it take you to get your deck, like your mage deck, like?
My decks and stuff, like all my cards that I've acquired, they took. I started playing it late last year, so probably November-ish is when I started getting heavily into Hearthstone.
when you build a deck, how do you I'm having a trouble with like my creature ratio to spell ratio.
Yeah.
Because they only they limited me to 30 cards. Like when
Yeah.
you play Magic the Gathering, you get about maybe 45, 50 depending on how much mana you can reuse.
Right.
And I'm just having the hardest time like trying to find a good creature to spell ratio. Like how did you figure that out?
A lot of it's just I just put what feels good in the deck. It really and it really depends on what class you pick. Like there's no like I don't like think, oh man, I've got too many spells or too many creatures. I just like, okay, what feels good, and then I'll play it, and if I like have too many spells in my hand, then I'll be like, okay, we need to remove a few of these or switch them out for creatures.
Well, you're feeling around seems to be a lot better than my feeling around.
Yeah.
I'm like blind over here in the
I've
dark.
been doing it a while, so I think I've got a pretty good thing going. I've got pretty solid decks now. It's just a matter of learning the skill and how to use them and climb up the ladder. So that's where I'm at with that. What have you been up to this week, TJ? You've probably been playing Fallout and whatnot.
I'm pissed right now with Fallout New Vegas. Not because it's a bad game, because I went to go try to download a bunch of EMBs, which are like graphics extenders.
Right.
And I would sit there watch YouTube videos, do the exact same thing these people are doing, and every time I install an EMB to my Fallout, it would crash my game.
Uh-huh.
And it takes me it's okay. I finally got new internet, so it doesn't take me that long to install Fallout. It takes me about maybe half an hour to install a 9 gig file. But it's still annoying because I have to sit there and delete everything. And I've been like really pissed. I've been working on the overlays.
Yeah, the overlays, those are pretty cool.
I still haven't shown you yours.
Yeah, I haven't seen those yet, but I bet it'll be pretty cool.
And the buttons. I finally got his buttons.
I'll like it a little bit more. So we can hear your voice. We gotta hear every little
detail,
subtlety to it.
My manly voice, my high pitchedness that is coming out of my mouth hole, gaping wide. Blah, blah, blah.
Every little grumble. Yeah. So.
And then I got back into Black Mesa.
Black Mesa.
I love. Okay,
Half-Life is great.
When I was playing as a kid, that's all my laptop could like run was like the old Half-Life games. And my friend got used to give me like a bunch of pirated copies. So I had Opposing Shift, Blue Shift, Half-Life, and I would just play the hell out of those. And then I also downloaded a couple mods. Like this, my first mod I had ever done was We Hunger, which was a zombie mod of like what happened. It was really odd. It was just they used head crabs. I don't know why they used head crabs, but it was this big, huge standalone game about all these zombies just taking over this this town, and they use a lot of the same models, things like that, and it's just a lot of good games. Mostly though, I've just been working. I played a lot of Hearthstone at work. I've been frustrated. Like I've been like mad because it seems like no matter how good of a deck I build,
it crumbles to someone who has like Face Hunter. Yeah, that game.
Like I can't even get past 17, and I've been wanting to, but I'm so broke right now. I can't like spend money on cards.
If you have BlackRock, I can show you a cool priest deck.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you a priest deck that you most likely should have the cards for. But yeah, there's some crazy stuff that happens, but I could probably give you a deck that you could try.
Then we went to go see a movie. Does Cody hate me?
Cody? Dude, she's an angry person.
Like no, I meant the reason why I asked that because when I got off work on Saturday, been up for like 24 hours when they go pick her up, I was like,
you were asleep?
Well, yeah, because then I remember briefly he's like, oh, my neighbor was telling me I was going to hell, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go to the singles ward. Oh, TJ knows about that. I was just like.
I was making a joke.
I wasn't trying to like ignore her, so she.
No. She wasn't like trying to talk to you. I was.
Okay.
I was the one that was making.
Did she say anything about me leaving early?
No.
Did she even say anything about me?
No.
She seems like a very like mad person on a lot of things.
Yeah.
She kind of
she's a talky
person.
It's cool though.
She got a degree. That's more than I can say for myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, how did Anthony like the movie?
Anthony?
You gotta talk to him about it?
Not really.
He's your roommate. All right, apologies. The movie. I was wondering how you thought about the movie because I loved it. Mad Max Fury Road. I've been following on Wikipedia, and it's like 130 million, 150 million. I've been trying to get people to see it. You have any?
Yeah, it's a really cool movie. I really enjoyed the aesthetics and all the like all the like it's got a very cool look, stylistic look, and all the colors and stuff stand out. But on top of that, like it's got a lot of like the audio, just everything about that movie is there's so much attention to detail. And little subtleties like the speed up and the slow down on like some of the chase scenes or the action
They
sequences.
slowed it that's done really well because I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they were done so well. Like is later on in the movie where the dude's standing on the car, he pulls off the motor and just like is hanging over the car as it's exploding. And it's like sped up, and you can just feel.
I want that
feel
guitar.
the emotion. Yeah,
George Miller like made a functioning flame throwing guitar. Like he does like none. He didn't want a prop. Like he demanded that it actually worked.
Yeah.
And then Tom Hardy actually hanging off the side with piano wire.
Yeah.
It was like coming up in piano. Oh, you know that scene where he gets on the pole vault though on one of the cars, and he just goes like right over as the truck's exploding. Just big, huge. I was like waiting for that scene to happen, like the whole movie again.
Yeah.
It was the whole black and white. Like I don't know why George Miller demanded a black and white for the Blu-ray. Do you think that's gonna work out well at all?
Black and white. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I kind of think of it as sort of a gimmicky type thing. Like it's just like I'd rather watch the movie. And like I said, like the colors are so vibrant, and like the visuals and whatnot were such an important part. So it'd be very weird to see what the black and white will look like. I'll probably try watching it, and then if more than likely probably switch back to the original version.
I know a lot of people say there's kind of foul for a Mad Max movie and it focuses a lot on Charlize Theron. But actually, one of my favorite thing was actually the fact that he didn't focus on Mad Max as much as it should have, because all the subtleties with his personality were so great. Especially when he comes up with the double barrel shotgun for the first time, and he's just like, and he just does everything. Yeah. Oh, and I heard some stuff that I didn't hear the first time, like when he's like riding on the front of the car, attached to. He's like, "That's my fucking car."
Yeah.
He's like, "Watch my." Like I'm hearing it. He's like, "That's my head. Watch it." And he's just like, you can just. I didn't hear all the grunting the first time I heard it.
Yeah, he's right on. Tom Hardy did such a good job in that movie.
Especially like my favorite part is like where they're at the very like when he takes over the cab and he's all taking all the weapons and he's all like pointing the gun at her. He's like, "No, don't go in there." He's just it's such a the subtleties.
It's done really well. Oh man, yeah.
And then we saw Jurassic Park trailer again.
The Jurassic Park trailer. I must have went to the bathroom during it. I just don't care for that movie. I don't think it's gonna be any good. Like I was hoping like, oh, it'd be cool to see a good Jurassic Park movie, but I don't know.
It'd be fun. I think it'd be fantastic.
I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be just either okay or it's gonna just bomb.
As long as it has Chris Pratt shirtless again.
Yeah. That's all a movie needs nowadays. Is just the
Avengers compared to Mad Max.
Avengers compared to it, Mad Max is better. I haven't had a good viewing of the Avengers though. I remember when I went and saw it. It was really late and I was way tired. So I remember getting really lost with the pacing of it.
Oh, Wichita's back.
And we've got Wichita back in the chat. Welcome back, Wichita man.
Actually, the funny thing about
it's probably like Saga or whatever or something. It's probably
Well, the
pronounced
W I
in
think
German.
sounds more like a V in German.
Yeah, it is
if
a
I
G.
remember.
It's probably
Vic Tegerman.
Vic
He says that we're fanboying. The thing is that he's never actually. That's his first Mad Max movie.
He hasn't seen it?
No, you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I saw the original Mad Max.
I've never seen the original.
I've never seen Road Warrior, but I've seen Mad Max and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which is just a terribly cheesy good movie.
Yeah, I hear Thunderdome's crazy.
But it's PG-13 though. It's like the only one in the whole entire series that's PG-13. And they like impel like some guy's head, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen it. Those movies don't age very well. Like, I saw the original Mad Max, and it has some of the worst pacing issues. The good thing I liked about this movie, though, is that you didn't need a lot of explanation about who his daughter was. Like, you know that little girl that was walking around?
Yeah.
That was his daughter.
Yeah, I caught on to that. They didn't really explain it, which was... I guess I was okay with it, you know? Because it's you probably should just watch the other movies.
Alright, so if you watch Mad Max 1, 2, and 3, you see a character expressed. Like, if you watch Mad Max Fury Road, you're introduced to it, and you haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah.
It's more like, who is this mysterious man? And that's what the movie plays
But
off.
I think what I really liked about the new one was, like, the characterization was done so well. It didn't, like, just through the action and through, like you said, like, it's grunts, and, like, you kind of could tell what kind of person he was. And even through, like, he'd have those little flashbacks to, like, you killed me. You know, and all of that. It characterized it. It did so well without actually having to tell you or.
And the whole entire survival bit, like how he was just like constantly going, like he could not stop. I mean, a lot of people want to be like these badasses in real life, but you could just. It felt like he was actually tortured by the fact that he could not just stop. Like,
yeah.
Like, especially when he sits there after Charlize Theron says it's the kill switch, and they're all coming on the horizon.
Yeah.
And he's like, fine, we'll wait.
Yep.
He's like, fine, we'll die together. I don't care. I don't care. But she had to offer something else that would actually benefit him, because he had that chance of still being on the good side of the guy.
Yeah.
And then you slowly start to see the heart peel back.
Yeah.
Which is funny, which is good.
You know.
Gosh, you just lost my...
We're losing trains.
No, it's not train of thoughts.
Trains and thought.
That whole movie was just a fantastic train.
It was a fantastic train.
Oh, do you know if Captain Winter's Civil War comes out this year?
I don't think it does. I think it comes out next year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Are they gonna get Spider-Man? Oh, you know it was a terrible trailer for that movie? The Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Did you see that, or did you go to the bathroom?
No, I saw that one.
Oh my goodness, it
looks
so bad. It looks.
It'll be okay. I think it'll be fine, but I don't know.
Well, they changed the whole entire traveling to space thing into interdimensional travel.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then they gave Johnny, apparently. I know a lot of people. You're telling people to be. Some people are having problems with Johnny Storm being black.
I don't have a problem with it.
I have more a problem with the fact that they're supposed to be brother and sister. It kind of makes
Susan Storm, Johnny Storm are supposed to be brother sister, so yeah.
It makes it kind of seem odd, but I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't have the problem with the whole entire I guess race thing kind of going.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, how's Game of Thrones going?
Game of Thrones. Oh man, that series is getting pretty intense.
Is the Dinklage still alive?
Oh man, of course, but he's gonna be dead. Like actually, he died last episode. I'm just kidding.
Did he? I don't know. I haven't read the books.
I know. I'm dicking around. He's still alive and kicking. But it's getting crazy. Like the last episode was pretty nuts. I haven't read the last book, so
they're gonna run out of books soon, aren't they?
What? No, this is it. They're running through plot lines like crazy, and their stuff. The way they're going about the last book is way different. Like they're trying to basically, I guess, from what like I've read and heard, is they're kind of veering from the fourth or like the fifth book anyway, and which I haven't read yet. I haven't read Dance with Dragons, but they're veering off the path a little bit this season. And then they're gonna meet back they're gonna meet kind of at the same. They're still gonna meet the same ending point, I guess. The same ending, like the same characters are gonna be in the same places they were at the end of Dance with Dragons, I guess.
So they're trying to prolong it.
Yeah, well, no, they're not really trying to prolong it because like the next season, they're on their own. Like they're
so are they gonna
be a book,
are they gonna just kind of create their own dimension then?
Well, it already is kind of its own thing, but it's just an interpretation of the books anyway. I mean, you just got to take it as a separate entity, and
like the Walking Dead show.
Because it's got little subtle differences, and there are some pretty big differences too, but it's you just got to take it as a separate piece of media, and just a separate interpretation of just the same story, and it's doing a good job. I think the series is doing great. I'm gonna have to check out the last book. That's one thing I haven't read yet, so it's on my list for sure, and I'll have a full idea of what should happen or what should have happened, and maybe be an elitist, but I don't know.
That's the funny thing, he's gotten ripped so hard on his series, George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
Like apparently he changes the sex of a horse in one book to another. Like it's just kind of like he's got this horse named apparently, and it changed from a boy to a girl in one book, and it was just a complete accident. Like you write such a rich, fulfilled lore, you're not gonna remember like the tiny details of like everything. And he changed one character's eyes from blue to green. I mean, these are long books. They're like and they're not like
a lot of detail.
They don't do the Harry Potter shortcut where they like double space it, make it bigger.
They're teeny.
And apparently his fans are just like, Did you watch Walking Dead last season?
I never watched Walking Dead.
Never?
I tried watching. I think I got through a couple episodes of the first season at one point, but I just couldn't.
I got the comics if you want to read them.
I might try it, but I don't like zombies.
It's a pretty
I like zombies as an asset to the story, but not like the kind of the entire.
They're actually.
I don't like the whole story about zombies or.
It's pretty much. Well, it's a zombie show, so you're always gonna get zombies, but it's really focused on the characters.
I bet it is, but I don't know. I have such a hard time with zombie stuff that it's just like I tried watching the first couple episodes, and
why is that?
They just
because it's so pop culture.
They didn't work for me. It's not even that. Like I watch Game of Thrones, so not entirely against pop culture. I mean,
are you afraid of the undead?
I'm afraid of the undead.
Or is it?
I fear the undead.
You did it wrong. It's fear the. I don't even know the tagline for the new show that's coming out.
Is there a new show coming out?
Oh yeah, no, it's called Fear the Walking Dead or Fear the Living. They're doing a spin-off already, which I think is gonna kill the
spin-off of Walking Dead.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of like different characters, which is gonna be really, really terrible.
Interesting.
Oh, how did your Witcher 3 experience go?
Man, I'm so disappointed. I can't play The Witcher 3. I'm not disappointed because I'm disappointed by the game. I'm disappointed because I can't play The Witcher 3. I'm gonna have to buy a new graphics card because you need 2 Skynets to.
What the hell's a Skynet?
A whole, Skynet from Terminator.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why would you want double the Skynets? Sorry,
we're good.
Breaking the game.
Breaking the game. Yeah, it's you need 2 entire Skynets to play it. According to Penny Arcade. Penny Arcade made the comic that has the 2 Skynets thing going on for it. Yeah. But yeah, I tried playing it. I couldn't get through it. Like, it played the first cutscene. I was like, oh, cool. I got into the first in-game cutscene. It's running at a decent frame rate. I might be able to play this. And right after the cutscene ends, all of a sudden I try to turn the camera and it's dragging. And
well, there's a difference between a cutscene because the cutscene's the focal point. You don't have. Yeah. It's not constantly moving.
Yeah, it's not generating the environment. And as soon as it started doing that, the game looked beautiful. I couldn't play it. So I'm disappointed. I'll probably just go play The Witcher 2 and cry until I get a new graphics card. But yeah, we'll see. I really can't wait to play that one for sure.
How does the 2-player story work? Like, there's a girl in this one. Like, how is it?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it. And I've done it on purpose because I kind of just want to play it.
You just want to experience it.
I really want to experience it. I don't want it to ruin for me. so I've kind of avoided gameplay videos and streams and whatnot. I watch little things here and there, but I haven't really dived too much into the information on Witcher 3 because I already know it's going to be good and I'm going to like it. So I just figure, why try and ruin any parts of the experience for myself?
Well, they seem like they took a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like it was funny. I was playing Destiny the other day, trying to play the Trials of Osiris, and my friend was at his other friend's house, Rager by Nature, one of the guys we play with.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing The Witcher 3, and he's just like commenting on the whole entire game this whole entire time. And this baby, apparently, just devil baby comes out of this isn't any story. Like it just starts mutating this monster, and you just hear him fighting in the background, like Rager. It's going.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit in that game. Like even Witcher 2, like there's just weird stuff that happens. Like what the fuck? She's a dragon now. Just that kind of thing. Yeah, that shit happens. Like you just, it's so crazy. It's like almost like a Game of Thrones type moment where you're like, we're just something so like out of the ordinary. Even though the game's like set in a fantasy environment, they've established magic and stuff pretty well. It's not like Game of Thrones where like all of a sudden there's dragons, but like they've established that, but they're like, no, dragons are rare. Like you won't see a dragon. Like they don't exist anymore. And then all of a sudden you find out like some girl's a dragon, and you're like, holy shit, she transformed. Pretty crazy. It's crazy shit.
How graphic is it? Like blood and sex wise?
Everything,
nothing's off topic.
Man, they know how to do it.
Literally. You know what makes me laugh about a lot of these fantasy medieval games, especially when they get to like the bisexual nature and the gay nature, but it's based off like medieval times, and they go to that stuff like none of this stuff was like really open in medieval times, and women weren't treated equally in medieval times. I just love that the aesthetic just
it is a fantasy environment too, so they can create an environment in which
where it does that, where
that can happen in a fantasy.
Because if Dungeons and Dragons was actually, it'd be a sausage fest. Like.
Most people that generally appealed to were male, but I think like the female demographic for like stuff like that is really like close to 50%. Like it's pretty close to split now. But anyway,
no, things have evolved a lot lately. Like society's really really changing, things like that. Mm-hmm. And I think it's for the best, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just acceptance. Gosh, I'm just This is just as bad. Like when we did the D&D on ourselves, and I'm sitting there trying to like when Chris didn't like, we were just sitting there. The problem with D&D though is like you have to be like really thinking all your stuff. I was like sitting there going like. And the worst thing is like I built this character like, oh, I need them to trust you. Like, no, we're gonna kill her right off the bat. I'm like, come on!
We're gonna kill her.
I'm like making this story up as I go, and you like keep throwing my plot elements out.
You weren't ready for what we were brewing. Yeah.
It was funny though, like when I was so mean to Sean, not on purpose.
Yeah, that's the thing. That being a dungeon master's got to be pretty hard because you just have to be willing to let
things happen.
Let things happen and let things go.
Sean's character just got completely squashed.
We need to get Sean here doing stuff. Playing D&D. We need to get.
I would love to do a D&D live. Like
D&D live, that'd be crazy. There are programs now that you can do that. I don't know if you've seen Roleplay at all, but there's some live streaming D&D groups now on Twitch.
We're better.
We can I'm just saying like that demographic's there. So
I also got the D&D version of DC Superheroes.
I really want to try the new. Well, they've got a new D&D version 5 out. We should go and get the books.
You can download those PDF. You fucking want to go pay for it. Those are like $50 books.
You gotta buy them. You gotta put the posters on the wall, and we'll try it.
You're supposed to do your Bill Cosby voice.
See, you get the Dungeons and the Dragons. I can't do Dungeons and Dragons.
You can't do Dungeons and Dragons and Bill Cosby.
I'd have to think about it. I haven't done my Bill Cosby voice in a while, but
you were doing it pretty well earlier, when we did all the preview.
Yeah, the pudding and the pop. That sort of thing.
Dropped. Cool stream dropped to follow through. I don't know what did it drop? Because this is 30 seconds always behind. We were supposed to have like the anti like 30 seconds not delay. So did the audio drop?
I hope the audio hasn't dropped. I think our audio is good. I mean, I can hear myself.
Is it clipping? Because we've had issues. Apparently OBS. Like if you can mention that better broadcast.
We couldn't run it. Yeah, we couldn't run it at full 1080.
Are you still messing with the?
Because I can. That's what I'm into.
It's not the fact that our computer can't run it at 1080. Just something about OBS. Like if you run like. The screen just likes to crackle for some reason.
We'll work it out. It's all part of the ironing process.
Did you really just?
Yeah, we're ironing out our issues. If only this was actually ironing out the issue.
You want to? No, LO. I just followed everything. Okay.
Appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks.
I actually did. Like, if you're watching us, you should have seen us Saturday. I took down the whole entire broadcast with my foot.
That's how it takes.
If Wichita Taken Man's still here, he can tell you.
We're one cable away from destruction. It's okay. You know, we try to keep it pretty fragile up in here. We want our support. We only want one support bar that like a popsicle stick. You know, you just flip it over.
I think the biggest problem is that we had the swivel chair on Saturday instead of the actual.
Right.
Like he won't even let me touch this soundboard right here. I don't even know how to use it.
It's probably not a good idea if you don't know how to use it. I barely know how to use it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Like, what's it? We got I got blue knobs, green knobs, gray.
All of the knobs. Man, I could turn this into a sound mixing lesson, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'd be like, well, this is the Defcon Flipper, then you just turn this up if you want to sound good. That's what you do.
Can you do a country accent?
What?
Can you do that in a country accent?
In a country? That's what you do when you want to sound good.
I am so jealous of you. I cannot do accents to save my life whatsoever. Like, I can do a Canadian one every once in a while, but I have to, kind of fall into it. I can't, force it.
Yeah.
Can you do Canadian?
No, not right now. Not on the spot. When you tell me to do an accent, it's like, my brain won't work. It shuts down.
You just gotta fall into it. I think that's the same thing with me, though. You were doing a good Barack Obama earlier.
Yeah. You'll get some health care.
I would love to do a stream with Barack Obama playing Mortal Kombat. You can definitely do the health care.
I'm gonna get you with some Kenshi. Gonna give you some health care with Kenshi. Yeah, we're gonna cut you right in half. I'm a blind swordsman.
Oh, does Goro still do the rip in half?
I think so. I can't remember. I haven't played Goro all that much.
If we're playing Mortal Kombat again, I'm not playing with that. Oh, I think I figured out what was the issue on the Mortal Kombat stream that we had on Monday.
What was it?
I think the fact is that the Y and the B buttons were switched because you know how we had to go manually program it?
Yeah.
I think it was that was the issue. I was hitting the wrong button because we had it programmed differently.
Yeah, we manually programmed it so.
That gamepad is a piece of shit.
That game, yeah. We'll use Xbox controller next time. That's the true solution. Just bring an Xbox controller because it's more compatible.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a Microsoft system work with Microsoft.
It's gonna work just a little bit better.
Oh, how's you? How well do you fare online? Like, you always kick my ass.
Online, I haven't really played a whole lot of online lately. But when the game came out, I was playing Kenshi online. I've done really well with Kenshi.
Which one's Kenshi again?
He's the blind swordsman. He's got the
some of the cheapest
long range moves. Yeah, I can do pretty good with him. I've played a little bit of Scorpion, like everybody does. But yeah, I really like.
Is he super OP like in Injustice?
Scorpion's not as overpowered as he was in Injustice because I think it's just because he fits better in the Mortal Kombat stuff. Like the stuff he has in Mortal Kombat is ridiculous in Injustice. So and they.
Well, I don't think anybody can teleport in Injustice, can they?
Nope, I don't. No, there's a few characters that can. It's been a while since I played it. Like, I know Batgirl is the most ridiculous character in the game. She's got a teleport and all kinds of.
Remember when
stuff.
Philip that was all Philip would play was Batgirl?
Yeah,
and just because he could do the X. What do they call it? They don't call it X-rays in Justice.
You can do that. Anybody can do that, but he had a combo that set it up, and Yeah, he was really good with that.
Where she just like shoots him up and then just comes like straight down with her tipped boots and just like.
I played a lot of Green Arrow in that game. It's fun.
You always like playing the distance guys, which always like I've never been able to defend against distance
characters. Well, I mean, if you wanted to play the cheap distance character, it was Superman or it was freaking Deathstroke.
You know what I liked about that is when they brought the justice mechanics over.
Yeah, like the environmental, like being able to grab shit out of the environment, like the old lady. So great.
Did you see her the newest brutality?
Yeah, no, I've tried. There's like 2 brutalities that she does. I know I haven't seen both of them, but I've heard there's 2 variations.
Which one have you seen?
There's one where you have to press the meter burn button, like you have to meter burn it, and then you can throw her at them, and she'll like pound their face in until
that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen. I know someone said there was another one, and I haven't.
It's only I've seen it. They just she like literally like rockets into the guy.
Yeah.
And just goes like the whole entire like. Back when like Mortal Kombat was like so bad,
so like
little bits,
they just explode. That's so awesome.
And she just gets up and kind of like
brushes herself. Oh my god, I'm gonna see that. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Kobe Savage says Xbox controllers always fix the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish PlayStation
just drop the PC. Xbox Master Race.
I think the sales figures would have to say against that. I do like the PlayStation 4 control. Like I used to be really super fanboy. I've really grown out of it, especially working customer service. But I used to love the PlayStation 4 controller. Is actually my favorite. I think the problem I have with the Xbox, I don't like how round it is.
I guess but that fits the curvature. I mean, your hand is round. I
guess it comes down to what you've been used to.
It's true.
So kind of thing about that.
Yeah.
Now, Kaboob, I'm probably saying your name wrong. Kaboob says PC Master Race all the way.
PC Master Race, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. I mean, really, PC Master Race and then an Xbox controller. That's all you need.
I still like consoles just because of nostalgic. I will always be like, I was a '90s gamer, and when you're a kid, it's just consoles hold a special heart. I am I am part of the PC Master Race now. I spent $1,000, built a good gaming rig, things like that. But there's just something about consoles that will always be a special place for me.
Yeah. No, I pick up the Nintendo system every once in a while, but yeah, the new Nintendo. No, I have a 3DS and a Wii U, and I love both of those right now. I've been playing a lot of Smash Bros. I'm probably gonna play a bunch of more Smash Bros this Friday.
I want to stream GoldenEye.
I never got into GoldenEye as a kid, so I can't say I've always hated first person shooters. Though.
Well, that's back.
I know that's the first, that's the one everybody got into, but I never played GoldenEye.
It's a terrible first person shooter. I think it is.
You think so? Yeah, well, I mean it's got to be dated. It's like one of the first ones, so. I
think the problem is I didn't play GoldenEye growing up, because all I had was I didn't get into first person shooters until PS2.
That makes sense.
And then I always played. What are we talking about? Just whatever. If you guys want to,
we're just talking about our lives. We're talking about video games.
It's the person
mother.
who
That's
1987. I'm assuming that's when you were born. Was 1987. So you're about. Yo, Bert's my man. Gigahawks. Do you know? Isn't this the guy you play on this?
I don't know. I don't know who he is, but
Yo,
what's
Bert's.
up?
He apparently knows who you are.
He does know what I am. That's awesome.
Gigahawks.
And then we've got people in the chat that we know and I don't know. They've got anonymity and they can play tricks on me. I'm like, I'm Barack Obama. I know who you are.
If you knew Barack Obama, that's. I'm trying to figure out the most famous person I know. The most famous person I've met has been Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
When I was 14, he did a signing for his book Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way.
Oh, nice.
And he was doing it at the Broadway. He was signing because he was doing The Man with the Screaming Brain. And I was like, the oddest thing is being a 14-year-old kid and sitting in the line full of 30-year-old men up in their 40s and 50s. And I was like, I was sitting there with my sister, my dad, and they put me up to the front of the line because I was the only 14-year-old kid there. Because, I mean, when you're like 14, this is like, let's see, that was 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. And they put me up to the front of the line. Who's the most famous person you've ever met? You've met a lot of rock stars and singers. Like I don't know. I don't know metal wise. Like,
yeah, I met like I remember I met Dave Mustaine of Megadeth once, and it was like a quick hello. I'm in your VIP line to get an album signed. That was about it. I've met a few like people going to heavy metal shows and stuff. But as far as like celebrities, probably Edward James Olmos. I met him at a Comic-Con. He was in Blade Runner, and in Battlestar Galactica. Have you seen?
Oh, apparently Giga Hawks is gonna come over and do something.
Is he?
He knows your address. So that limits it down to like everybody on Facebook.
Yeah. Who knows? He knows my address.
I bet it's John.
He knows. I don't know who it is.
Hacks. He's gonna bring us down before we even get started.
It's gonna be all over. We're getting DDoSed. No, we're not.
Hacks, not hooks. Am I not getting that?
Anyway.
Oh, I forgot we were trying to address person who knows like what the hell we were talking about, and then Giga Hawk just steals the show.
Stealing the show. Good job. Congrats. You did a good job, buddy. That I know.
Oh, you said Blade Runner. Who did you play in Blade Runner?
The old dude in Blade Runner. I don't remember.
Oh, is he the guy that
the cop?
The cop that tells them that they always get away at the end, and he's Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
You got it.
I've always wanted to meet Harrison Ford. I hear he's a dick though.
Yeah, he'd be interesting. I don't know how that would turn out. You know, maybe you'd walk away like with like, I don't know, crying.
I'm actually kind of worried about Comic-Con this year, like, because the fan experience was kind of only
Well, it was they were like, we're gonna do this last minute. We don't have like they planned it like within a few months. Like it wasn't near as long. Like they had nowhere near as much time to put it together. So the Comic-Con will probably be better.
I was kind of mad because I had like $180 to go spend at art and I got shit.
Yeah. Well, now you have $180. So to spend on else.
No, that's like I went and go buy games with that afterwards.
Nice. That's what you needed to do with it. That was what it was meant for.
Oh, apparently we got a little bit more information about who Giga Hawks is. Goki? What the hell's Goki? I know
he knows. I play Akuma in Street Fighter 4. That's pretty crazy, actually.
Can you narrow it down to who it is yet?
That is pretty crazy.
Because it ain't me. I'm right here.
That's pretty crazy. He knows I'm a Akuma player. Maybe we fought online one point. But he knows my address. I don't know. Weird.
Which one's Akuma?
Goki. Oh, he's the okay. Sorry.
Goki.
Let me tell you his other name.
Where's my canteen?
He's the Ryu clone, but he's like evil and.
Has he got the red hair?
The red hair, and he mess ups. Like, yeah.
That game disturbs me.
I love that game. I love Street Fighter.
I don't get like. Oh, how was the storyline in Mortal Kombat? Was it as cheesy as the last one?
In Mortal Kombat, it's actually it's just a really cheesy B movie. Not as many people die, which is cool. You know.
They didn't want to wipe the whole cast out again.
They actually revived more people than they killed. So.
Melina's officially dead now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It was good. I liked it. It's a good comic storyline. Let's just play with things.
No, I just love the ghetto-ness of your zip tie to keep
okay.
the pop filter in place.
That's how we roll, man. That's how I do. I like singing in a falsetto.
Can you sing falsetto?
No, I can't sing.
Like
or I'm not trained in singing, I guess I should say.
We're supposed to get the bands
to attempt to. I could be like, yeah, I'm a rock star, yeah, gonna sing you a song.
You can always cheat like 311 and Cake.
Yeah, where it's like, dan, 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 dan.
Dude, I felt bad for 311 at the Big Ass show. Because when I went there, Rise Against played before them, and everybody got stuck around for Rise Against. But because it was raining so hard, everybody's went like it went from like 100,000 people to like the 60. Okay, I don't know how many people it is, but that's like a good. It went from like 100% of who was there to like 60% who stuck around. And of course, they made me wait until the end for Down in the pouring rain.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to a concert in the rain? I can knock that off my bucket list now.
Yeah. It was Mayhem Fest a couple years ago. I saw the band Slipknot headlining, and it started raining. It was just after, I think, Slayer played that year. Yeah, it was like Slayer and Motorhead. So Slayer and Motorhead, it was bright and sunny, and then as soon as Slipknot came on, it started raining, but they were just like, fuck it, it's 4th of July, lit fireworks. It was still a really good set.
Was the stage not covered?
What?
Was the stage not covered?
No, it was still the same stage.
No, I meant like at the USAN Amphitheater, they covered the stage. So
the stage was covered.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
it was a big like outdoor amphitheater type stage.
Careful.
I'm just a cat.
Don't want to.
Stuff.
I'd laugh if it just like fell apart.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my microphone's still working.
Oh, it just. Well, that's it. That's the cast.
Probably should move that. Now that I think about it.
Move what?
I was moving the microphone and it kind of popped.
It happens when you budget.
Ooh, Arkham Knight's coming out soon.
Yeah, Arkham Knight.
Did you see the crappy new trailer that came out?
I didn't actually. Actually, I haven't watched. There's been a few trailers. There's one where they were showing off the co-op and stuff too, and I haven't.
There's
seen
co-op
it.
in Batman?
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a co-op where you'll be able to switch. I haven't seen anything on it, but apparently you'll be able to switch in real time between like Batman and Robin. But apparently there's also going to be co-op where like someone else can play Robin and you can play Batman.
Are you getting it?
Do stuff. Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will definitely do.
No, what I'm actually planning on doing that'll fix my Witcher 3 problem is I'm going to get a new graphics card, the 970 specifically. That comes with both Arkham Knight and Witcher 3 if you get it before like June, I think. But there's a deal if you buy that graphics card.
I have a 720 that costs
definitely
$240 and it was refurbished. It didn't give anything. I can't wait till this September and I can start blowing up your base. All your bases are belonging to me.
All the Metal Gear base. I'm gonna steal all your shit, man.
I'm gonna take every guy and shoot him into the stratosphere with those balloons. No, screw that. I'm just gonna murder them. I don't even want them.
What you do with those balloons is you're actually kidnapping them for your own military, or you're imprisoning them.
No, I'm gonna be like.
Have you played Peace Walker yet?
I gotta buy it for my Vita.
You need to play it. It's so good.
Especially because one of my guys at work wants to buy it, or is thinking about buying it. I need to buy it before.
Metal Gear.
Oh, Gigahawks is wondering how Hearthstone is going.
How is Hearthstone going? And that's JB. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It probably isn't. Hearthstone is great. We talked about it earlier, but I'm very much enjoying that game. I've played quite a bit lately. Rank. I've been jumping around between rank 9 and like.
This viewer list is not updated at all.
No, it doesn't.
Like when you pop it out, it no longer updates.
I just realized it's not updating at all. But yeah, it's fun. I've got some mage decks. I actually made a face hunter, so now I'm Cancer on Hearthstone. I'm officially the bane of everyone's existence.
Cancer? I don't get that.
Well, face hunter is the most notoriously hated
because it just comes out.
Because it's literally all it takes no skill to play. It's the whole thing is you just play a minion and all you're doing is attacking their face until they play a taunt minion and then you get rid of the taunt minion and then you attack their face. But it works. It's shitty because like that works, and like. That's all the strategy is like it doesn't take brains. You're just playing all the cards.
Hey, Lebit is I can't say that.
We got another hello follower that I can't pronounce. Viewer, I should say.
I can barely speak English.
You've got the chat right in front of you. You should be able to read his name, but you can't read. We've got this position. So
Labete. Lebate? Is that right?
Lebit.
Lebit.
Oh.
Fuck you, American.
Fuck you, American. I'm Yogi Bear. Oh.
Hey, boo boo. I can do a Yogi. Yogi's like one of the few that I can like.
Well, if you can do Yogi Bear and then you can do Bill Cosby, you can meet in the middle and get Barack Obama. That's my theory. Once you get Yogi Bear, and then you get Bill Cosby, and you meet in the middle, and you get Barack Obama. It's true. Hey, Boo Boo, I heard you want some healthcare. I think you really need some healthcare, Boo Boo.
I don't know if I can do Boo Boo. I can't do Boo Boo. I can't do no Yogi. No, I can't. I can do I can do Yogi fine. Like, hey Boo Boo, what's going on? I got some healthcare, Mr. Barack Obama right here.
You're getting there. Gee, Yogi, I don't know. Isn't Obama really bad?
That's more like
it's just like a shitty, like, smoking
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby Boo Boo.
Genetically mutated monster.
It's like some fucked up, like, teddy bear, like fluff coming out of the ear.
No healthcare is gonna save that.
No healthcare will save. Oh boy,
it's terrible.
Yep.
You know what I want? Will you play Mad Max? Hell yeah, I will play Mad Max, especially after watching.
You should be Mad Max.
I could do Mad Max. I'm just not as big as Tom Hardy though.
Yeah, we'll get you to the gym. You know, my roommate can train you.
Your roommate scares me with his arms.
He will train you into
actually being... your roommate's so gentle. Like, he's such a big guy. He's like this nice, like, he's just a loving.
Just the teddy bear.
Like, the rest of your roommates kind of just go.
They just sit there.
Like when the guy opened up the door for me.
Yeah, most people are like pretty antisocial in my family, just like me.
Oh, So
So
GigaHawks is trying to give us a little bit more clue. He's like, sorry, Bert Forrest. I mean Robert. Yeah.
Oh, someone knows my real name and my screen name.
Joke's on you, GigaHawks. We've already told people our real names.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, it would have been a little bit more astounding if you called him Jessup.
I kind of know who that... I'm just kidding. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, you have no clue who this guy is.
I don't. I probably should.
I think the problem is
he probably hates me for it.
Probably hates you. Yeah. I think the problem with the Mad Max costume, though, is just the expense. Like, he's got a lot of accessories on it. Like, my biggest problem, though, is trying to find fake bullets that would actually work in a magazine.
Yeah.
Because you can't... They won't let you bring real bullets into Comic-Con. And I don't want a bunch of empty magazines.
Well, just a bandolier.
But it's still got to be fake. They're not going to let me bring a fake.
Yeah, but you can just get plastic.
I still wanted to do Nathan Drake.
Yeah?
You gonna do Snake? Or have you,
I don't know what I'm going to do. I will leave that
I think I might just go
to
with
the
my Punisher
universe
shirt
to
again.
decide. No, I'll think of something. I'm working on working out and fitness and stuff, so we'll see what my body type's like by the time we get there, and if I decide to do something.
Oh,
we'll see.
This man really knows he knows your middle initial. I don't even know your middle initial.
That is not my middle initial, actually. In fact, that is not it. So
you're not Robert.
Gotcha.
Robert douchebag Jessup.
Yeah, that's probably what he's saying. Yeah, Robert douchebag Jessup.
I'd be more impressed if GigaHawks knew who I was.
He doesn't.
So, ha.
I think he's exclusive to me. But no, I'm just kidding.
He's exclusively your stalker.
I'm blowing up my ego right now. That's all I'm doing right now.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Your friends, like, I'm always jealous of your friends at Comic-Con. Like, you know a lot of good cosplayers.
I know a few. I do.
Like that Portal girl with the boots and everything and the gun.
Oh yeah, I remember her. That was actually not one of my friends, but one of my sisters. But she was
okay. I'm
right
like
on.
Jealous just to be acquaintance. Like you're an acquaintance of these people.
Yeah.
I'm like an acquaintance of an acquaintance of an acquaintance.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of there's some really talented people in the Salt Lake City.
I've been trying to get
Salty Lake City.
I'm trying to get my grandmother to do
now
it.
all of my personal information is out on the internet. People will find me. It's okay.
It's okay with a name like Robert Douchebag Jessup.
Yeah, when you're Robert Douchebag Jessup,
there's not very many of you.
There's no going back. Man.
How's you've been keeping track of ukulele?
Yeah. So ukulele is a Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor. I am pretty stoked. I donated that Kickstarter day one, like hour one, and it actually got all of its funding within that time frame, which is really cool. I really cannot wait.
Kickstarter contribution.
Just the basic. Like I paid like $20 for it.
You want to pay like
just a digital copy.
What's the most outrageous Kickstarter you've seen? Like the biggest price? Like you donate this much.
There was one for ukulele that was like $5,000, and you get to be on the board of directors of the game or some shit, and you get to help them make it. But anyway, ukulele's gonna be awesome. For various reasons. Like it's Banjo-Kazooie made by the original creators, and they've got Grant Kirkhope on the soundtrack. Like he's the guy who did the soundtrack for Banjo-Kazooie, which like was amazing. So it's gonna be solid. I can't wait for that one. What about you, TJ? Did you donate to any Kickstarters lately?
I'm afraid to.
Do you feel? Yeah. I don't know. I see what you mean. There's a lot of controversy.
Like I don't trust. Like I'm like okay. At first, I didn't even trust the streaming. Like I used to be like really anti-streaming, and we talked about this a little bit on Saturday during our impromptu
show.
But now I just like as you can tell, I'm pro streaming, and I guess I kind of got all the track. I just don't.
You're a professional now.
I'm not a professional.
Look, you're on the internet. You're a professional now.
Yes, everybody on the internet, from the Jew-hating, anti-Semitic Adolf Hitler worshiper to the Britney Spears impersonator, are all professionals on the internet.
They're absolutely professionals because they're on the internet.
It's terrible. I don't know. What do you recommend to look for like good Kickstarters? How do you find out about half this stuff?
The internet. I don't know, like.
Oh yeah. Is that your scapegoat for everything?
No, like you follow
the internet.
Like what I did was like I followed like Iga with Bloodstained. I followed Igarashi, the designer of Castlevania, because I'm a fan of the older Castlevania games, and when he quit Capcom, I was like, well, I should follow this guy just in case he puts out something cool. And sure enough, Bloodstained. So I donated that one. I follow like a lot of people. I'll just like you follow certain people on like Twitter or through the media or something.
You know what kind of Kickstarter to get into?
Well,
the new Mad Max game coming out. I would pay money to get Tom Hardy to voice that Mad Max. I'm like, fuck you, voice guy, whoever just did this. I want Tom Hardy.
Just get Tom Hardy. Have they announced like the cast for that game?
I know it's not Tom Hardy because when you see the trailer, they have the guy speaking.
Oh, okay. So that game's probably gonna be completely different.
Well, they've been making the game for a while. Like I think they've had the game planned well before George Miller decided to start filming for Fury Road.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but Fury Road's like a movie that's been in the works since like.
Yeah, but before he actually
forever,
got like
right?
Production ready,
yeah,
they had production
but
ready.
You're saying they started planning the game separate of the movie.
Yeah, because he's had the idea forever, but he didn't get production until like last year. So.
Okay.
But it's all I'm really looking forward. We should do a Kickstarter. Kickstarter for my sandwich. Do you remember about that Kickstarter?
The potato salad Kickstarter?
Yeah, the one that just like...
this terrible Kickstarter that you probably shouldn't have donated to, but everybody did for some reason. I don't know why you would donate for something like that. I think it's silly, and I get the novelty, but then you just...
Okay, apparently it says... I want to go to LeBate first because Gaycock's just been teasing us about constantly who he is. LeBate says there's a show play called The Moon is about wannabe Jackie Gleason. Is that a Kickstarter, LeBate? Because I want to donate to that Kickstarter now. That's my first Kickstarter. I will donate $5 to the a moon about wannabe Jackie Gleason. Do we need to get a closer screen so you don't have to...
Yeah, probably. I just have to lean over and look at my computer.
It might be easier, actually,
We're still working on this setup, so it's a little rough.
At least we have a setup. Like when
Would I buy the Street Fighter 4 arcade fight stick again? Yes.
You were kicking my ass with it the other day. Like when we first did
Well, I have more now. I have a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fight stick now, and a Street Fighter Cross Tekken fight stick. Both of those are for PlayStation 3, and then the other one is for Xbox, but I use it for PC now because I don't have an Xbox.
Sad day.
No, that's not a sad day. I am okay not owning an Xbox anymore.
But no more Killer Instinct.
I
can't go combo breaker.
Own the fight stick for Killer Instinct anyway.
You want to do something funny?
Yeah.
Just text combo breaker to Sean Kitchen.
Oh, I know he'll hate it. Where is he? Where is Sean? Where is he?
Where would you like the
Illuminati confirmed?
What? Did you say Illuminati confirmed? Am I just? I think I'm crazy. I still want to do this whole wannabe Jack Lee Gleason thing. This guy is like,
he looks like he's a friend of my little brother's, Mr. Giga Hacks. He doesn't know me personally, but he's probably a friend of my little brother. QUZHK is my little brother's great name. He is like 16, so
the one that I saw when I went to go pick you up for Comic-Con.
Yeah,
I thought he was older than that.
No, he's a little boy. I guess like it's like 16, 17. I don't know. Anyway.
Speaking about Skynet, you know,
about Skynet.
No, like when you do the whole like Penny Arcade skit earlier, like the two Skynets to run Witcher 3. Robots can start learning now. Apparently, it's scary.
Ooh.
Trial by error.
What
you know what that means? Like I used to tell people that you don't have to worry about AI until robots can start programming their own programs.
What if like Google starts fixing the search for you now? Like it doesn't only suggest, it actually fixes.
Well, one of the scariest things happened to me at work the other day. I was sitting there, like, you know how I'm going into software engineering? Apparently, I was sitting there typing in programming, and this is on a literal Google page. It goes up and goes black and goes with a bunch of it types out orange lettering. Are you one of us?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? I just killed my computer at work because I just got a virus. Apparently, that's how they do job applications. Like, it gave me this whole entire a command console.
Okay.
And it gave me commands to the command console, and I couldn't figure it out. And it was like, it's very interesting.
Very.
So how much longer?
We're actually running out of time here.
I didn't get to show the comics.
But yeah, let's show those off real quick.
No, we don't have to.
No, let's show them off. We can. We're gonna take a look at some comics here. First one up, we have the Drawing 3 by Stephen King. It's a Dark Tower.
You read the first Dark Tower, right?
I've read the first, yes.
This honestly, I've gotten to like 5 books.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is honestly the Drawing of the 3 is like one of my favorite books ever. And then I got Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. It's pretty hot right now, actually. I'm really interested in this series too. This is a series that I really want to read. Very cool cover art too.
Well, that's the variant. That's why it's cool.
Yeah. And then TJ's favorite, The Punisher.
I got Amazing Spider-Man. That one's actually been really terrible, unfortunately.
Yeah. Spider-Man's pretty hit or miss. Comic book wise, but there's some really good ones.
Captain Marvel, that's been actually fairly good.
This is the new. Oh, it is the new one.
It's new Captain Marvel. Oh, the interesting. I kind of find it interesting that they've completely erased the original Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it is really weird. Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel now, so.
She was Miss Marvel.
She was Miss Marvel before.
Do you know she has like a terrible past? You know she was like raped by her son?
I didn't see that. That's weird.
No, in the comic book history, like her son is his father at the same time. Like her son goes back in time to impregnate his mom so he can be born.
That's really weird.
Okay.
I don't even.
This is the new Thor. This is where they review who she is.
Do you know? Should we spoil it?
I already know who it was because of fucking Yahoo. Thank you, Yahoo.
Thanks to the internet.
I was just like scrolling down. That's all the new comics I have.
All the new comics. Sweet. That was it, though. Those are all the comics. We want to show those off before we enter the cast. You know, it's good practice. But be sure to follow us. Twitter.
Bait says it's
Facebook.
A stage show.
Follow. Oh, this is a fake show.
It's a stage show.
Oh, it's staged. That's right. It was staged. Oh, we had a few things planned. That's weird. You know, it wasn't just like, hey, you know, we're gonna talk about random shit. That's true. It's a mix.
No,
we're still trying to find
Jack Lee Gleason.
Oh, the stage show. Oh, what are you going off on, TJ?
With the whole Jack Lee Gleason, it's been in the chat. Like
I can't read the fucking chat. God damn it.
I think we're supposed to be done. Like
we are supposed to be done like
and we
5,
go get
10
some
minutes ago.
McDonald's.
But anyway, we're gonna sign off here. But yeah, again, Twitter, Facebook, follow us on Twitch.
We got buttons on the side.
We've got new buttons in our Twitch profile now on the side or on the bottom.
My favorite one's the Facebook one with our raccoon faces.
But yeah, if you want to, please just follow us on the various social
I'll look it
media
up.
platforms, or just follow us on Twitch. That's the cool part. And YouTube, we'll have rebroadcasts there.
Yeah, we'll have a shortcut.
We're gonna actually have some different content on YouTube as opposed to what's on Twitch. Right now, it's kind of it's pretty much
still trying to figure
the same,
out what we are.
but we're just gonna keep on making content till.
Yeah, if you follow the YouTube channel, we're gonna have this show, the whole hour-long show posted, and then we're gonna have like a 15-minute shortcut of all the highlights too.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Cool stuff coming. This is. I mean, we just got a new studio, so we're gonna start making some cool shit. So, signing out. Thearly Clinking.